Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. Another absolutely beautiful sunrise here today. Hope everyone's having a beautiful morning, even though the internet seems to be shitty. Crappy. Why is the internet so bad? Oh, there we go. Something's going on. I apologize for the swear word. I will add a quarter to the swear jar. I don't know why, but today I was a little late getting everything set up. It didn't seem like I was late. But you know how that goes, right, everybody? Just I was putzing around and getting stuff together, and next thing I know, oh yeah, we gotta start the show. Oh, but this is an interesting way to start the show. We've had a couple of these the last few shows. Ooh, look at that one. That's an interesting one. That's got a thingy on the back. I forget what that's called. I can't remember what that thing on the back is called. That thing that we also saw down at the end of the runway, that is a Falcon 20. It's a Falcon that's not a baby trijet. I need the Falcon 50s. I like the Falcon 50s. Brody, Peter is gone. Peter hasn't been here in days. Apparently he decided he didn't like Oahu and left. That's okay, I still like Oahu. This is Aloha Air Cargo. It's a 737-200. I'm sorry, not 200, 300. Alright, so that Falcon is ready. Switch away from the super zoom. Jonathan, if I'm not mistaken, it's the SEAL team sub, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. So I think it's the SEAL team sub, but I can't remember what they call it. Sorry, I'm actually still, if you can't believe it, I'm so far behind, I'm actually still getting stuff together. This is ridiculous, Patrick. You're a professional broadcaster. You should be better than this. Hello, Keith. Good to see you. Christine, Larry, H-Dunk. Good to see you all here. It's funny you mentioned that, Brandon. I have some conspiracy theories about that, but I can't talk about them on air. And I know that's a huge tease, and it's meant to be a huge tease because I find it funny. I have some conspiracy theories about KOA that I can't talk about on air, but Brody, yes, I am. The runway we just saw the Falcon take off of is the reef runway. I am at a parking lot at the end of Lagoon Drive. Lagoon Drive borders the east side of the airport along the lagoon, and if you follow that all the way to its southernmost point, there's a parking lot. I am in that parking lot. Oh, thanks, Larry. Love those long acronyms from the military. So thanks to Josh and Alan and Brandon for being here. I thought I saw... Well, apparently I didn't see that. My eyes were playing tricks on me. So it looks like our first departure out here is going to be a Delta. It's a 7-6 that's heading off to LA with the extra X. It is taxiing down Alpha right now. Behind it, we should have a pair of 757s that are... I need to stop saying I listen to myself back and I say way too much. A pair of United 757s that are pretty close to back to back. One is an LAX bound one, and one should be an SFO bound one. Hello, James. Same to you. I hope you're doing well. Take care, Keith. We'll see you next time. Or later today. I don't know, whichever. I could start using bruh. Yo, bruh. Or I could start calling you all chat. I hate that. I hate it when live streamers call their people in the chat. I think that's so cringe. We should also be getting a couple of 757s here coming in that were on the on the schedule. Both FedEx. One of them might be here already, though. Might have been a little early, but there is one coming in about 7 minutes coming in from Maui. Hopefully, we should get it on this runway over here. There's a Aloha air cargo in front of it, though, so it is right there, making the turn. So if you remember back to Tuesday's show, I talked a lot about the schedule changes for the winter schedule and how I was very happy about that, and how we're going to be able to see more planes towards the later end of the show, because a lot of the planes that came in from Asia got shifted up an hour. So I was very happy about that. And Murphy was listening. You never tempt the fate with Murphy. Murphy was listening. And so what does that mean today, ladies and gentlemen? It means both Honus are running an hour late, and we're only going to see one of them. So I talked a lot about how the Honus were going to be here early, and that's great, and everybody's going to see both Honus every day, and we're going to have a party, and holy cow, it's a beautiful rainbow if you're watching the 360 camera. There's a beautiful rainbow over the airfield right now if you're watching on the 360 camera. But we're going to have a party, everybody's going to be a turtle party here, and what did you know, at the next time we have a show, they're both running late, so we're going to miss the second one today. The second one's supposed to be here at 10:20. So that's just the way it is. I like Ohana. Ohana works good. I do mention the reverse ops Ohana quite a bit on Instagram. And that is all you right there, every one of you, the reverse ops Ohana. You don't need a special badge, you don't need a membership, you don't need a you don't even really need to be subscribed. As long as you're here, hanging out with us, you're part of the reverse ops Ohana. I haven't had a big rainbow like that in a while. It's been, I can't remember the last time we had a big rainbow like that. You get the tiny ones here, but that's a nice big sizable rainbow. Oh, thanks, Christine. Alright, so that Delta is down at the end of the airfield. I think it's going to wait for the aforementioned 757 to come in, which should be right about here. So this is actually an inter-island FedEx 757 flight. FedEx is really stepping up their game here in Hawaii. They have put a lot of money in to the Hawaiian Islands the last year or more. If you're familiar with the old Hilo Hattie building on Nimitz, they took that over, and now it's a sub plant where they can run trucks out of it. They're running way more big planes like this in, and they're upgrading all their feeder fleet from Cessna Caravans to Cessna Cargo Masters to Sky Couriers. So putting a lot of money out here into the islands. That doesn't sound pleasant at all, Linda. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, Ian, I love this time of year for the shot. Some of the shots, especially when they're up against that mountain on 4 right. Get these morning, nice orange glow. Next one coming in is a Hawaiian 757. It's Hawaiian Flight 1015. It's coming in from Maui. Hey Wally, it was pretty good. Didn't really do a lot. It was a relaxation weekend, so it was pretty good. Watched a lot of football. Watched the Cowboys get their handed to them. Yeah, Jobber, they've been doing that about 2 months now, I think. I don't remember when they first started bringing 2 in here, but I guess it's been about 2 months. This 757, however, is heading off to LA with the Extra X. The Broncos one, the one I was looking at, that was not a good day. Thanks, Ian. Bam, right through the sun. That second United 757 is heading down here. It's heading off to SFO. It's on Alpha right now. That means we'll probably see it in about 2 minutes. Wow, that rainbow just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So if you see in the chat, Alan has a message saying our banner competition over on the Facebook group ends tomorrow. So if you would like to get your photo over there, we do a contest every month for the banner of the Facebook group. The top picture you see is rotated out every month, and we have a little contest to see who gets to be that. So head on over there, drop your picture in the correct thread, and then you could have your picture be the banner picture for the month. Hello, Miss Wolves. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you don't know who I am or where I'm at, I can answer both those questions for you right now. My name is Patrick. The channel's Reverse Ops, and we are at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport on the beautiful island of Oahu. On the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, which stretches some 900 miles across the Pacific. If you don't know what 900 miles is, that's like driving from Dallas to Los Angeles. So Hawaii is a big place with little tiny islands stretched all the way across the Pacific. We usually do 2 shows in the week and then 1 show on the weekend here, so 3 total. Today is the weekday show, so we end today's show about 9:45-ish or so. If you're having a good time, hit that like button. If you're not having a good time, you can hit that dislike button. It's not going to hurt my feelings. But I would rather you hit the like button. You know. If you're not subscribed, according to my YouTube analytics, about half of you that are listening to the sound of my voice right now or have me on mute are not subscribed. So if you hit that subscribe button as well, that would help me out a lot. We're trying to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. We were on pace to do it through about July. Now, I don't know what happened. Maybe I became annoying in September and October, but we really slowed down. So we need to pick that pace back up to see if we can get to 20,000 by the end of the year. We really need to pick it up now because we're getting close. We got 2 months to go. Not missing anything. So, but welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. If you'd like to help the channel out further, oh, the rainbow is gone now. No more rainbow. There are other ways to help out the channel besides the free ways of liking and subscribing. There's channel memberships available that start at just $2 a month. There's 4 different levels. Each has their own rewards, if you want. You hit that join button. We are kind of like PBS here. Every dollar goes to help the channel out. We are completely member supported. Wait for him to go behind the guard shack there. Hello. Our very good friend and longtime channel member, Michael St. Marie, has gifted 10 reverse ops memberships. That is huge. Thank you very much. Welcome 10 new members to the reverse ops channel memberships to the 321 level. Thank you very much. So it looks like, oh, South Bay Plane Spotter. All right, Nick, Neil, Matthew, Kitty, Kevin, Deacon, Luke, Mike, and another Mike. So please join me in thanking Michael St. Marie. Lots of mics in there. But thank you very much. That is tremendous support, and thank you for being a very long time channel member yourself. Thank you very much again. That's huge. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's another one of the things that's changed with the winter schedule. It seems like there's more Air New Zealand flights a week. I thought it used to be the days we weren't here, Monday, Wednesday, Sunday maybe, or some form of that. But this past Tuesday and today we've had an Air New Zealand, and we've caught them both in and out, so it's good. I like that. It is lining up to come in on 8 left. It's just off the coast. Our first Queen arrival is 14 minutes out. It's just on the other side of the mountains behind me. It's coming in from Louisville. And then we have a second Queen coming in. This is an Atlas Air operated by Qantas. It's coming in from LA with the Extra X. It's a little farther out. It's 34 minutes out. But we should get at least one of each of those departures today, a UPS and a Atlas. I believe we should get both of those today. Oh, thank you very much, MG the Av Geek. I appreciate that. Welcome. As John Cruise famously said, we do it island style around here, so it's not as jam-packed as LAX or JFK, but or even Heathrow. But we make up for it in the variety and uniqueness of planes and the beautiful location. Very kind words, Michael. Thank you very much. Oh, how did that happen? I just made my chat like really huge. I don't know how that happened. Like I can make it bigger, but I can't make it smaller. What is going on? I blew my text up to like 300%. Now I can't see that. I am gonna have to. Whoa, my text is all funky. Let's do that. We'll go with this one. See if we can make it bigger from here. Oh, whoa. Text issues. Sorry about that. I have a laptop that I run the text. The thing to get the graphics on the screen there for the chat messages, and sudden the text went funky. I have a touch screen for it, and I think I swiped some weird way, and the text got all big. So we do have some planes going out the other side. Unfortunately, I don't have B-cam set up yet from the vacation slash plane spotting trip. We have an O'Malley in the house. Quack. Let's see. I think I can. Yeah. I don't think I have the stuff to even set it up. I'm missing a bracket. Yeah, I'm missing a bracket. See if we can figure something out here. Alright, well, while I'm thinking about that, we'll show you Air New Zealand. It's coming in next. It is the standard livery today on the Shorty Dreamliner. Somewhere over there it is. Hello, Mark.
I used to grow down to a street with. Finally got my own bedroom in that bitch. No more sleeping in my brother's room. And man, I might as well be sleeping in my mother's room. Cause I'm supposed to sleep hoes in my bro head.
Come on, dude, really? I gotta mute the stream for a second.
So clear, this is so clear. This is one track.
Alright, we're back. Alright, that UPS went right over my head and I could not see it in the sky. It's way too blue. Still quite a ways up there. I mean, it's at, you know, it's still at almost 6,500 feet, so. So it'll most likely be coming in on the other runway. We had a bit of bad luck on Tuesday. They right after I hit end on the stream, there was a go around on 8 left. And I think the plane in front of the go around hit a bird, which is unfortunate for the bird. But what that caused is they closed that runway while they did a runway inspection to make sure there was no bird parts on the runway. And they brought planes in on 8 right, and then they brought the fighters in on 4 right, just after we went off the air. I was so... It's like, ugh. Josh, I am staying away from all music, and there's a couple of reasons behind that. I do pay for a service that has royalty-free music, but there's a lot of just headaches that music causes in live streams. And it's all AI-based pattern matching, flagging. It's not some guy listening to the stream going, hey, that's my song, and finally it's just all automated. So even that might get me a warning later if the AI picks up on that song that just played. And it's just a lot of effort to deal with it. You got to go mute the song out of the stream, or you got to cut that part out of the stream. And then you say, oh, just use royalty-free music. Well, there's scammers that will take songs that are in royalty-free music sites, put them on their site, claim copyright on them, and file copyright strikes against you on your YouTube channel. And then try to extort money out of you to release those copyright strikes. It happens all the time. You search copyright on YouTube, you'll see thousands of people who've had that happen to them. And if you look up Rick Beato on YouTube, you see all the problems he's having with copyright, and he uses music in his streams for fair use because he does music analysis, song analysis, and it's just a huge headache. I could beatbox, but I think Rainbow Love would probably ban me from the channel. Yeah, I haven't had an official copyright strike yet, but I've had copyright warnings. They tell you you need to remove the thing or you'll get a copyright strike. So usually what happens if you're watching an old live stream and all of a sudden it goes mute for a couple seconds, or it just skips ahead a couple minutes, it's because I had to go back in and edit something out because of copyright. And it's not hard to do, but it just takes time, and I don't have a lot of time. I'm a busy guy, so I'd rather not mess with it. And I don't have the skills like Walt does to make it really cool in the stream, so I just leave it out. Yeah, so O'Malley, someone at UMG Music really has it out for Rick Beato, that's for sure. It looks like the next plane we're going to get departing out here is a United. Should be the Majuro flight. Yes, it is. It's a 737-800 non-max. As John said in the chat, the 747 is now crossing over Ko'olina, so that'll be out here. The weirdest copyright I got was not about music. It was actually about video. This is Kamaka Air. It's a Cessna Cargomaster. It's an inter-island cargo service. The weirdest one I got was not for a song, it was for a video, and it was for a video during a live stream. So I was doing a live stream in LA where we were driving around, and we went under the Sepulveda Bridge, under the runways at LAX. And it was just the video out the front of the car looking down the tunnel. Well, apparently that matched close enough to some, I think he was a Vietnamese streamer. It matched close enough to this, he was doing the same thing I was doing. And it matched close enough where they thought I stole his footage. But it was a live stream. So I had to edit it out. I could have fought it probably, but it was nothing. It wasn't, it was a minute of a live stream going underneath a bridge. So I figured I'd edit it out, but it was weird. Even AI is fallible. This whole laying off thousands of people, like Amazon just laid off a bunch of people, somebody else just laid off a bunch of people because of they're replacing them with AI. I think that's going to bite some companies here. We're going to have big scandals of data releases or product failures because of AI. It's good, but it's not there yet. Anybody who uses AI knows what I'm talking about. They have things like AI hallucinations, just make stuff up. And then it'll tell you things that are correct that are clearly not correct. My favorite one is when you do a Google search and Google AI tries to give you the answer first before the search results, and the AI result is directly contradicted by the first search result. That's pretty amusing. What no one ever talks about with AI is they always talk about they don't want AI learning from these things, and AI has to learn from these things. Well, if it's learning from fouled sources and non-factual information, it's going to learn incorrectly. And until they figure that out, you're going to have huge problems. This is another 737-300 Aloha Air Cargo. The next one out is that Majuro flight. That is a United 737-8. That's the Island Hopper heading off to Majuro. Behind it, we have a Hawaiian 717. It's Hawaiian Flight 1036. It's heading off to Maui. It's right here. Rainbow Love, now you know how I feel. I don't know, Legalized Shemp. Once it gets to Majuro, the next couple of stops are really short. So, not really short, but short enough. I don't know what the passenger difference is either. No, Christine, it's just Brandon's very chatty. Oh, thanks, Mark. Hello, Fred. Good to see you. Damon, I don't really know. A lot of people say the 220. Some people say the 737. I've heard both of those, from what I've been reading, are not designed for the type of flying that a inter-island would do. Even though Southwest uses them, they don't use them to the extent that Hawaiian does, because it's, you know, it's half a dozen or more sub 200-mile round trips, and the 717 is really uniquely suited for that. And apparently the 220 and the 737 are not. But I am not an aviation expert. I'm a plane spotter, so. I think if things continue the way they're going and Alaska keeps pushing things around, it'll end up being a 737. Mainly because I think Alaska is going to eventually force Hawaiian to get rid of all their Airbuses. And then when they go to replace the 717, it will not be with an Airbus. So that's just my opinion as a outside non-industry expert. Oh, interesting, legalized shemp. I guess they'll have to take that entire Boeing fleet sticker off some of their cars then, some of their planes then. Somebody said there was another submarine. I only saw the one. Hello. Come on, focus. I only saw one. I don't see another one. There was one a little while ago. I didn't see another one. Oh no, there's one right there. That looks like the same one going back out. What did he do? Forget his keys? He left his. The captain left his passport. Well, Christine, it probably wouldn't be fueling up. They might have loaded some stuff on it, but it is a nuclear submarine, so there is no quick gas and go. Of course, it might also be a separate sub completely. You never know. Yeah, Brandon, that's what I was referring to. I would be so mad. Man, I would be mad. They checked my passport 6 times to get on a plane. They should at least look at his once. Alright, so that Atlas is overhead. Let's see if we can get lucky and pick it up in the sky. There it is. That'll loop around and come see us most probably on the other side. So it's heading to 8 left. Steve, I think Alaska is very good at selectively ignoring a lot of things. This is Hawaiian Flight 1025. It's coming in from Maui. Brandon, you just like them because of the credit card rewards. Their lounge at LA with the Extra X was really nice. I liked it. I can give them props on the Alaska lounge. Was nice. So if you weren't here earlier, I was talking about the ANA A380s. Today we're going to have a little mix-up. The first one will be the second one, and the second one will be the first one, because the first one is delayed. So it's actually, the first one's actually not going to get here till well after we're off the air, not 10:25 I think it said, and then the first one should be here relatively on time at 9:20. So we're going to miss one of them, but weirdly we're going to miss the first one. Oh, thanks, John. Oh, CFI on the fly. Thank you. I will break out my baguettes and mustache grease, and we'll welcome them. Oh, thank you, Ms. Wolves. 200 likes, everybody. Thank you very much. Close on friends. Why do you think I have this outrageous accent? I told them we already got one. Okay, so the other day I was talking about how I like this winter schedule because both ANAs were going to be here during our show. So they moved up the second one by an hour and they moved up the first one by 5 minutes. So we would definitely see both of them in every show. Well, I spoke too soon because the next show after that, the first one is running well over an hour late. So the first one today, which is the orange one, won't be here till 10:20. So we're gonna miss that one. I cannot be here in this parking lot at 10:20, or else I'm in trouble. But the second one is only 10 minutes late, so we'll definitely see one of them. So the first one's coming in second. The second one's coming in first. So we're gonna miss the first one, but see the second one. Are we all clear? I think I'm confused now. Oh, Roro 2K. Awesome, you'll have to report back how full it was. There was a bunch of articles a month or so ago about how they were flying empty. Well, I think that might have been a little hyperbole. They are. I've talked to a bunch of people over the last 2 months who've flown them recently. By recently, I mean very recently. And some of them say that the economy is about half full sometimes, and some of them say it's just dependent. Like they were going out, it was a completely full flight. On the way back, economy was about half empty. But I've heard the business class, whatever they call their upper classes, I can't remember what they call their upper classes, generally is full. Yeah, there you go. Brandon says business was full for him. Alright, so that Atlas Air, operated by Qantas, is just about to pass over Eva. So it'll be in view probably within 6 or 7 seconds. As fast as I take the zoom over there. Maybe a little longer than 6 or 7. Ah, there it is. The FedEx triple right over my head. I just realized I forgot to hook up my ATC today. My scanner is sitting there, turned off. I don't know why it was so quiet in my head. hear a fire call. Sounds like Rampart over my shoulder. Hello, Ken. Our good friend Ken Smith is a true OG of the channel. He's at 15 months at the 787 Honu Traveler level. That is tremendous support. That is our highest level at the channel. Thank you very much, Ken. Aloha kahakihaka. I think I said that. I think I butchered that. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And mods. Looks like a beautiful day out there. It is. This is one of the best days we've had in a long time. The wind is relatively calm, which is nice. Just enough to keep me cool. The sun has been dipping back and forth between some clouds behind me, so it's not super hot. So, perfect temperature. But thank you very much, Ken. I really appreciate all your support. We do have another Navy vessel out here. Let's see if we can see it through the barbed wire. Let's see. Focus. There it is. Ooh, not too far. This is a destroyer here. I don't know the name of it, but I'm sure somebody who has a ship finder or whatever can let us know. Looks like the number on the front is that 120? Nice. The next one out is that 737 United I was talking about a minute ago, heading off to, I believe, SFO. It is just about to turn on the end of the runway there, so as soon as it starts to, as soon as it's lined up, we'll flip over to it. Carl M. Levine. Thank you, Rodney. Oh, we got all kinds of people with Ship Spotter open. Looks like Rodney won. Thanks, though, everybody. There it is. Ooh, Josh is full of all the like and subscribe puns today. We got sail over the like button. Alright, so the next one out is a 330. It's already down at the end of the runway. There it is. This is Hawaiian Flight 444. It's heading off to Seattle. I believe this one used to be a 321, but got a little upgrade. Added an extra aisle. Brandon, that's a sentence that's never been said in an aviation live stream chat before. Congratulations. Uh-oh. Chris is going to be mad at me. I missed the 777. Oh, Chris, if you're in the room, I saw your message the other day, and no harm, no foul, because I honestly don't know what you're talking about. So if you said something, I missed it. I'm sorry. I meant to go back and look in the chat, but no harm, no foul. I didn't. You didn't mean anything, and I didn't read it, so we're all good. Oh, Brendan just accurately described me. Heavy and a pain in the butt. That was the one weird thing is, I don't know how to say that word. I don't know how to say that word where you put meat and cheeses on a board and call it fancy. I don't know how to say that word. But charcuterie? I don't know. It's too highbrow for me. But I was not prepared for every German breakfast to have that. I didn't. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Charcuterie. Cooter? Like from Dukes of Hazzard, cooter? But every German breakfast had that. You can get lunch meat for for your breakfast. It was very odd. I didn't quite get it. I didn't quite get German breakfasts. They had, every one of them had American bacon and toast and croissants and some other things, but the other stuff I just didn't understand. I don't know why you needed a sliced cheese and sliced salami for breakfast. No, American bacon is bacon. Your bacon is ham. Man, there is a mess of planes trying to make a left off of Alpha up there. Hopefully at least a few of those make it down here. No, Keith, unfortunately I haven't, that's the one thing I haven't caught is a carrier going in. They're actually kind of rare here. They don't come here a lot. Couple times a year. They don't have any stationed here, so this is not the home port of any carrier. So, but they do stop every once in a while. The Carl Vincent's here every once in a while. The ones that are Pacific based do stop here. Usually, they do a thing. I can't remember what they call it. Shoot, somebody remind me. They do this thing where they, on the way back from a mission, so they're out for 6 months or whatever, they'll stop somewhere and the family will come on board and they'll take the family back to the home port. So sometimes the carriers that are home ported in San Diego will stop here and their family will meet them here. And they'll be able to take their family on the leg that goes from Hawaii to San Diego. And there's a word for the Tiger Cruise. There you go, Eham, thank you. We get quite a few of those, usually one of those a year. So here we have a flying bread box to go with our bacon talk. Yeah, we have a fellow member of the code share crew here. Hello, Walt. Runway DFW is in the house. Says hello, Patrick, and reverse ops viewers around the world. Walt's been with us for 9 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. I was watching Walt last night. Unfortunately, I was just busy enough at work where I couldn't chat, but I was watching his fine presentation from Love Field last night. I like his night Love Field shows, because the backdrop of DFW when they're in the right wind conditions of the planes coming in. I like, or not DFW, Dallas downtown. I love that view of downtown with the planes coming into the foreground. I like that a lot. If you haven't had a chance to check out Runway DFW, I highly recommend it. Yeah, I saw the Carl Vincent when it was here, when it was docked. You can see it from Nimitz Highway. Yes, Tiger Cruises, EM, that's what they're called. Yeah, Christine, we're actually going to see a plane on an aviation stream. How about that? Man, I got everything for you here. Kevin, that is a truer statement has never been said. Because I am a champion and that's my breakfast. So this is Kamaka Air. It's a Cessna Sky Courier. Kamaka Air is a local inter-island cargo company. So in honor of Walt being here, we have a couple of Southwest planes ready to go. I haven't seen anybody who got that EHAM, but sometimes people take a few days to post their photos, so but I haven't seen anybody. So that's Southwest Airs heading off to Vegas. The one behind it is heading off to San Diego. A couple of mainland bound flights there. Behind it we have another Hawaiian 330. It's Hawaiian Flight 6. It's heading off to Vegas. We got the Qantas heading back to Melbourne lit up over on Alpha. Looks like it just pushed back. Get that out here in just a minute. That's another one that moved the time a little bit with the winter schedule. It's coming in earlier now. So we missed the arrival. Usually, I think it's scheduled for 6:30 now. Usually comes in a few minutes early. So we missed the arrival, but that also means the departure is a little earlier. And so we do have a better shot at getting the departure because it used to be right at 9:45 or something like that, so it was right towards the end of the show. That was Hawaiian Flight 6 heading off to Vegas. $6,000 feet. Probably, oh, I see it there. I hate that little left turn they make when they come up from the south. The Qantas Dreamliner does that. The Melbourne flight used to do that. They go straight like they're coming for 4 right, and then they dogleg off and come in 8 left. Such a tease. How's it going?
The stand-up board isn't gonna be blocking your field of view.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you fly? You filming for Hawaiian Air?
No, just I stream it on YouTube.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for asking, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, Steve. Good to see you. So that French plane looks like it'll be 3rd or so for arrival. The next one we're going to have on this side, though, is a Hawaiian coming in from Hilo. It's a 717. It's Hawaiian Flight 1011. It's next for arrival. I can barely think it's just turn on its lights. Should be able to see it here better in a second or two. There's another rainbow. Look at that. Another rainbow alert. It's our second big rainbow today in roughly the same spot. All right, Fred, that's awesome. Looking forward to it. I'll have the pog juice ready for you. This is Japan Air. It's coming in from Nagoya. It's a shorty Dreamliner. Oh no, it's not the shorty Dreamliner, it's a 9. Sorry, I apologize about that.
You gotta get one when it's landing with this rainbow here.
Yeah.
Man. That would be choice.
Yeah.
All right,
You too, take care. We might be able to swing that, Fred. That's right here for you, Rainbow Love. Hello, Matthias. Is that how you say it, Matthias? I think that's how you say that, huh? Okay. UPS has started to move. So you get that in a second. There's a Southern Airways Express coming in from Kanakakai, which is on Molokai. It's going to be our next arrival here on 4 right. Qantas has crossed 8 left, so that'll be done here in a minute. Alright, so I think we're going to get some shark fin action. Let's see if we can get the shark fin action. It's there somewhere. Oops, wrong way. There we are. Hello, Gabriel. Good to see you. Hello, Mark. Copyright free in your head. That's pretty funny. That Melbourne flight has made it close to the end of the runway. Looks like it's sitting in a rainbow. Hold on, just a second. You can see the Qantas is at the end of the rainbow. Qantas pot of gold. So let's get that French one real quick. Should be close. Oh yeah, it is really close. This is the, oh, it's the colored one. All right. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. Oh. Sorry, I was reading the mod chat. Oops. Ooh la la. What the heck? There we go. Alright, so that's going to dip behind the guard check for just a second, and then it'll pop its head out around the corner. Ooh, 300 likes, everybody. Thank you very much. The mod chat's full of Pop-Tart talk, and now I'm getting hungry. Yeah, Christine, today's a Nutrigrain bar a day, but man, all the Pop-Tart talk, I might have to bust out my emergency. I always have an emergency Pop-Tart in the truck. It's the thing you gotta remember. Always be prepared. I wasn't a very good Boy Scout, but I did learn a few things. Always be prepared. So I do have an emergency Pop-Tart in the truck for occasions like this. I have Nutrigrain bars at work that I usually eat on show days during the week. Not the last time I checked, Christine. Alright, so we're waiting for a Southwest to come in. That's going to go across the nose of this one. It's coming in from Hilo. So we'll take that and then we'll come back to the Queen. There it is. Frosted Krispy Kreme. Oh. That sounds tasty. I could use a good Krispy Kreme donut right about now. Are you talking about me, Peter? Next one coming in this side is a tiny little FedEx plane. It's a Super Cargo Master. It'll be a next arrival. And the second out on the other side is a little bit bigger of a FedEx plane. It's a Sky Courier. Delta coming in from Tokyo that's a little ways out. And then our first and only ANA A380 of today's show is now 27 minutes out. It is, as odd as it sounds, it's the second one today because the first one is super late. Yeah, Ken, it's one of those things where I would love Krispy Kreme to be here, but it would probably be so bad for me. We do have the one thing. There's one thing that Hawaii or Oahu specifically doesn't have is are great donuts. So we have some places with good donuts. Cam Bakery is a 8 out of 10 easy on my scale, my donut scale. I will firmly admit that it doesn't probably line up with other people's donut scales, but Krispy Kreme is a 10 out of 10. I love Krispy Kreme donuts, especially when you get them when they hand them to you hot right off the conveyor belt. Oh my God, they melt in your mouth. They're great. Cam Bakery, about an 8 out of 10. I'll give them that. Their poi malasadas are very good, though. They're also an 8 out of 10. They're really good. Dunkin' Donuts, we have a Dunkin' Donuts here, a couple of them. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts. It's about a 4 out of 10. I go there every once in a while because their old-fashioned is pretty good, but their regular donut, not a fan. Their regular just glazed donut, nah. But they have an apple fritter. Me, Gabriel, I am starving. That's why I'm talking about food. I think my stomach is still on jet lag because I'm usually not super hungry in the morning, but ever since I've been back. We have a place called Donut King, which is again, it's 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. I don't like the fancy donut places that put a bunch of stuff on top of the donut, like cookies and Biscoffs and things like that. I don't like that because usually what happens is they make the donuts in the morning, and by the time you buy the donut with the Biscoff on it, it's all stale. Like, Randy's Donuts is pretty good, and I do thank them for letting me broadcast from on top of their sign. But, I'd rather just have a regular good glazed donut at a mom and pop place down the street from LAX. Again, I think Zippy's is about a 6 out of 10 on their donuts. Yeah, still not as good as Cam Bakery. Definitely not as good as... Camp Bakery's right over here in Kalihi. I really should go there after the show some more. I don't. Oh, interesting, Legalized Shemp. I've been looking for an excuse to go back there. I haven't been there in a while, so maybe I'll check. I will check that out. Oh, thanks, Eham. I don't think we have a Cinnabon, unless there's one in a mall. That I don't go to malls very often, so there might be a Cinnabon at a mall. But Legalized Shemp, T. Komoda's stick donuts are definitely a 9 out of 10. Those things are awesome. The only reason I'm knocking it down, probably the only reason I'm knocking it down from a 10 out of 10 is because you got to go all the way to Makawao to get it, and Makawao's halfway up a mountain on a different island, so they do get one star down. We did go to Dunkin' Donuts about 3 months ago or so. It's been a while, but I was craving an old fashioned, and they have pretty, like I said, they have pretty good old fashions. And they have this new drink that's a Rockstar energy drink, blueberry strawberry thing. Man, that's dangerous. That is a good drink, and it's a giant can of Rockstar. It is super dangerous. It's a good thing I don't like sitting in drive-through lines, or else I'd go through there on the way to work every day and grab one of those. It is dangerous. Oh, Kapolei and Ala Moana. See, there we go. Two malls I definitely do not go to, Gabriel. We go to Windward Mall every once in a while, which is weird that we're not Windward people, but we do go to Windward Mall every once in a while because it's more laid back. I like Windward Mall. It's a good Hawaii mall. It's not very all corporate and thing. It's really nice. A lot of local stores. And I go to Pearl Ridge a bit because it's near my house. But all the other malls I don't go to. Try to avoid Ala Moana like the plague. Steve, I don't think I've ever had Winchell's. They have those in LA, and I see them, but it's one of those ones where I always end up going to a local one-off donut place. And the thing I love about LA, I like LA. I talk crap about LA all the time, but I really like LA. I enjoy LA. It's fun. I love going there. I do talk trash about it a bit, and I probably more than I should because I really like LA. One of the great things about LA is you come off the plane, get your rental car, and just type donuts into Google, and you'll get 50 choices, and every one of them has 4.5 stars or better. It's awesome. Just pick one. Go. I've only been disappointed once of all the times I've got donuts in LA. My favorite one is up in the valley in Granada Hills, but that's a long way from the airport. There's one up, I don't remember is it La Brea that runs through Granada Hills? I think it's La Brea, that off the freeway up there. There's one that I really like, but a friend of mine lives up there, and I don't see him and his wife nearly enough. They are great people, and I wish I could see them. That would be the only. Literally, I would move to LA just to hang out with them more often. They are great people. The last 2 times I've been to LA, he's been busy, and I haven't had to see him, so I'm disappointed. He's a fellow Pink Floyd guy. I actually met him. I met him at a Pink Floyd meetup. So when you go to these, when you go to enough shows, Pink Floyd shows, you end up meeting a lot of people who do the same thing you do. So I met him in San Francisco at a pizza place before a show back in, was it 2011 maybe? Roger Waters was playing at whatever AT&T park is now, the Giants ballpark, the baseball. And a friend of mine who I've known, another good friend of mine, another really good friend of mine that I don't get to see it often enough, he kind of puts on these get-togethers wherever we go, and I just happened to get stuck at a table with my friend in LA now, and we hit it off. And then the next summer we went to see Gilmore in London, and he brought his wife with him. I brought Mrs. Reverse off. They hit it off. It was awesome. They're just 2 really good people, and there needs to be a bridge between here and LA so I could see them more often. What, Brandon? Sorry, I missed your question. 13 minutes out. Thank you, Ian. It's probably 5 minutes out. I've been rambling. Alright, so the next one in is a Delta. It's coming in from Tokyo. It's a 76300. Anytime, Brandon. Anytime. Ah, great. Thanks, Brandon. Tell him I said hello. Ooh, retracted. Yeah, Brian, I think we all need to go to breakfast after this is over. We'll all meet up at Cam Bakery and eat poi malasadas in the parking lot. Alright, so the next one coming down here to leave is a SFO bound United. It's a MAX 9. It has just crossed 8 left. The Super is now halfway between, or a little over halfway between the island of Kauai and Oahu, so it'll be in here just probably 5 to 8 minutes away. The next one we're going to get in front of us is a FedEx feeder coming in from Kanakakai. Wonder if he's been hanging out with the sheriff of Kanakakai. Wonder if a few locals might get the reference. But hey, I do a show for a select group of people, so. Oh, thanks, Ian. Let's see. I don't see it yet, but it might have snuck down behind the guard shack already. Gray dots. I don't see the truck yet, but oh well. Aha, now I see the truck, I think. Dual trucks. Okay, what we don't need to happen is the Super and the 22s come at the same time. That's always a bad timing. We got Mango 65 lit up. That's a C-37A over there on Hickam. That is a Gulfstream. It's painted in the same livery as the rest of the SAMs planes, like Air Force One, things like that. But it is a small Gulfstream. It's what the high muckamucks over at Hickam use to either go yell at someone or go be yelled at by someone on the mainland. Hey Louie, I saw an Emirates triple in Frankfurt, and it was kind of odd looking because sometimes you forget. Well, I forget that Emirates flies things other than the A380. It seems like every stream has an Emirates A380 in it, and sometimes I forget that they fly other stuff too. Low and slow. Oh, I see fighters. I see fighters. I see fighter. I see one so far. Oh, there's two. I see at least 4 currently. There's these 2, there's one a little bit behind them, and then there's one behind the guard shack. That makes
I
7
have a water
total.
bottle. Should I mean, what can I bring? What you, what?
Bring it with you.
Okay. I'm happy to leave it in the car, but.
hang 10 alarms. Southwest is heading off to Hilo. Next one out should be that Mango 65. That is that C-37. See the livery as it zooms past. Thank you, Mrs. Wolves. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, Mark. I believe you rewind the tape about 14 minutes. I predicted it. Next one out is Virgin America Flight 271 heading off to Ontario. I apologize for missing the A380 if that's what you tuned in for. I apologize for that. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had some F-22s in front of us, so they kind of stole the show. Heath, have you been talking to Mrs. Reverse Ops? Says, hi Patrick, thank you for the HNL stream. Please use this to get some earplugs. Thank you very much, Heath Sheltington, with a $10 super chat. I think Heath's been talking to my wife. I do need to get some. The problem is I want some that are easy to take on and off, because if I use the little squishy ones, I won't put them in. I know myself. I know my limitations. I need one of those over-the-ear ones that I could just put on when the F-22s go out and then take off right away. But I will put that in the earplug fund. Thank you very much, Heath. That's really, I really appreciate it. You know, Gabriel, I've heard a rumor of that, but I looked it up on a couple of the sites and I can't get any confirmation. I forgot to look on, I meant to look on the Korean Air actual website, but on Flight Radar and a couple of the others, it's still listed as a Dreamliner X. But I meant to go look at the Korean Air website, and maybe I'll get to that today. That would be awesome. I'd have to go rename. I have to go rename my. I have to go rename my last video with the 747 from Korean here. I called it the last ever Korean 747. I'll have to go back and change that. But thanks again, Heath. I appreciate it. And our new friend Michael Gustav comes in with a rainy Brooklyn greeting, New York City. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it, and thanks for being a Reverse Ops channel member. We have a C-17 lit up on Hickam. So is anyone in the room, in the chat, are you watching on the vertical stream? So I'm trying something new today. On YouTube, you can stream in both horizontal and vertical, and most of you are probably watching the horizontal. Thanks again, Michael. I appreciate the super chat. YouTube, if you noticed on the HNL Ops channel, I stream the ATC and the map overlay in both horizontal and vertical. So I'm trying that with today's stream. Oh, flight, they did update. Oh, great. Sweet. Sweet. Thanks, Gabriel. I hope that becomes permanent. I miss that girl. I miss her. I miss her every day. I wonder if we'll get the new paint job one. That would be awesome. Horizontal. Okay, so I'm trying this thing. I don't know if anybody's actually watching it. I can't see the stats right now, but I'm trying streaming vertical and horizontal. So all the doom scrollers going through the shorts feed might tune in for a couple minutes. It gives me very little control. I'm a little annoyed with how it's set up, so hopefully they're planning on tweaking it in the future. But, you know, trying things out. Alright, so everybody tune in Saturday for the triumphant return of the Korean Air Queen. Where is this guy? Oh, it's right there. Just to the right of the sign. There he is. This is Hawaiian Air 850 coming in from Osaka. I'm excited now. Thanks, Gabriel, for confirming that. Yeah, I started seeing some people talk about it over the last weekend. And I got excited, and then I couldn't find any confirmation anywhere, and I got disappointed. The highs and lows of being a plane spotter. Overhead, just coming out the other side of that light pole there, That is Virgin America Flight 1463 coming in from Seattle. That'll be most likely heading out to 8 left, but we'll follow it as it goes around. The rainbow is getting lower, and Leon's getting larger. Look at that. The rainbow is shifted, but it's a complete rainbow. I don't know if you can see that in the shot. It's a complete rainbow just on the other side of the blue hangar there, all the way touching the other side. Speaking of the Korean, we should still get a Korean in this show. It's scheduled for 9:38. This is one of those ones that moved up a little bit. It used to come in well after 10. Now it's scheduled time is 9:45, so that is right at the end of our show, but it's a couple minutes early. Behind it, we'll have another ANA. This one is the Dreamliner, though. It's the Dreamliner 9 coming in from the other less fashionable side of Tokyo. We're going to miss the other A380, unfortunately, because I have to get to work. Coming in on the other side, though, is Hawaiian Flight 891. It's coming through the rainbow right now. Let's see if we can get it while it's still in the rainbow. There it is. It's a 321. Hi. We can answer questions, I think, but welcome. We had a French military plane come in about, what was it, about an hour ago? So it was during the stream. I don't have a timestamp of that, but it did come in while we were live and we caught it. It came into 8 left, so we only got it in the air. But it was the white with the blue and red on the tail livery, not one of the gray ones. It is currently parked up at the north hard ramp right now. I do not know when it'll leave. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? 3 of them. The first, the second, and the third. We might have to do special shows. That's kind of a misnomer on Terminal 3. Terminal 3 is where they bring in the Cessnas, the smaller Mokulele airlines, so it's not a full-fledged terminal. It's this smaller commuter terminal. It is parked at the what they call the hard ramp, which is a series of stalls without a gate to the east of that. So there's several places without a gate just to the east of that. That's usually where the DHL triples that are about to come in end up going. So the DHL triples that are coming in a few minutes, the Singapore Airlines co-branded ones, they'll park up right next to that. Mauricio, this is my home airport. It's Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. This is my home airport. This is where I live. I do occasionally take trips. We go to LA quite a bit. We go to, we've been to other islands. We've done Maui. We do the UK. I've done a couple streams at Heathrow and London City. I did a couple streams at the Mach Loop in Wales. We just got back from doing a 4-city tour of Germany and Austria and did shows in Frankfurt, Berlin, Munich, and Innsbruck, Austria. So we do. I am very fortunate enough to be able to travel quite a bit. So I do take you guys along with me. But most of our shows here, probably 90% of our shows are here. There are other locations at this airport to spot, and we'll be at one of them on Saturday. The other end of Lagoon Drive, the north end of Lagoon Drive. Let's see, make sure there's nothing coming in. Let me just have that Virgin America plane coming in. So I'll show you real quick. Let's see. So this is the airport here. Ooh, it suddenly went from one view to the other. But anyway, we are right here. That is at the end of Lagoon Drive. There's a parking lot right in that circle. Lagoon Drive runs along here up to the freeway. So we're at the dead end of that street. That is right close to 8 right, which is the reef runway. On Saturday mornings, we start out up here, which is at the end of 8 left. There's a side street over here that we get to, so this is 8 left. There's some crossing runways here. These are the 4s and 22s. There's also some water runways out here. These are the 2 water runways out here in the channel. They don't use them very much anymore. The terminals are up here. This is Terminal 1. This is Terminal 2, and then that Terminal 3 is right there, but it's not a full-fledged terminal. It's basically one little building where the commuter Grand Caravans go. The hard ramp is right next to them, right up there. There's a hard ramp where they can do some cargo stuff or storage stuff up there. So you can plane spot from here, here, and then there's a couple little side streets here. If you're quick and stealthy enough, you can get in and get some good shots of some of the private planes. You can also go to the top of the parking garage here on Terminal 1 if you're an amateur. If you're a professional, they don't want you up there, but if you're an amateur, just taking pictures for fun, then you can go up there and take pictures. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to stream from up there. All right, that's a 5 minutes from LAX would be awesome. I love going to LAX and streaming there. You see so much stuff there, and we do get a lot of weird stuff here. I'm very blessed to be at this airport. We don't get quite the volume that LAX gets, but we do get. We match it in variety here, because not only do we get tons of commercial aircraft, passenger aircraft, we also get tons of cargo. So we see a bunch of heavy cargo stuff, 747s, 777s, all the cargo varieties. We also get a ton of military stuff here that you may have noticed if you've been tuned in for a little while. We got the F-22s here a little while ago, and hopefully we're going to get a C-17 out here in a little bit. But we do have Hickam Air Force Base, which is right next door, so it shares the runways. So we do get quite a bit of military, which is something LAX does not get. John, I like Clutter's Park, but my favorite place at LAX is the long-term economy parking lot that's over under the approach path for the north runways. That's my favorite spot. It's a little expensive. It's $38 to stream from there, but I think the views from there are awesome. Ah, DW in the house. Hello, DW. But I will admit, John, those shots where you can get when they do put the A380s on the south runways for taking off, with the shots of them with the control tower and the terminal buildings and the theme building all in the background when the A380s are rotating out, that's a great shot. That is one of the best shots in aviation right there. Yeah, Airport Airlines. I've been there several times. In fact, we streamed from there. Was it back early September? Me and Walt from Runway DFW and Luke from the Random Spotter helped out Kevin from Airline Videos Live and streamed from there for him when they did the Spot LAX Cranky Dork Fest weekend party. So it was a lot of fun to stream from up there. I really liked it. We have ATI lit up on the Hickam ramp. And then we have Hawaiian flight 832 coming in over there as well. So we'll take Hawaiian first. Ooh, we got some stuff going on here. Ah, our good friend Martin's in the house. Hello, Martin. Another great stream. Thank you very much with the €250 super chat. I really appreciate that. Martin stopped by to say hello at our Frankfurt stream. I was very appreciative of that. And he'll be here in just a couple weeks. But thank you very much. Usually I do have the ATC on, but today I was late getting ready and I forgot to hook it up. And if we come back next time, I'll have it up. I just didn't get it up today. I apologize. Thanks again, Martin. We'll see you soon. Our good friend Lee Davies has come back to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Thank you very much. It says new member there, but I know you've been a member before. So thanks for rejoining us here. We really appreciate it. O'Malley will be by with your pog drink soon. Thanks, Ian. So we got about 20 minutes or so, give or take a couple minutes. Hopefully we'll get that ATI out here. And then we should have at least one of the DHL. Oh, we should probably get both of them. They're both pretty close. The DHL Singapore co-branded 777s. They should be should get both of them in here. They're pretty close. Uh-oh, we got pixelated face again. Hold on, don't go anywhere. We're fixing this. Come on. Alright, let's see if that's better. Ah, there we go. So, thank you everyone for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Patrick, the channel is Reverse Ops. We are a Hawaii-based live stream channel. We are located at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is right over here. It's 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, which stretches some 900 or so miles across the Pacific. We usually do 3 shows a week here, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We'll be back here on, ooh, that's an interesting looking plane. Hold on, I'm going to stop talking because there's an interesting looking plane over here. Oh, that is cool looking. I like that. Whoever designed the livery for this gets an A+, can take the rest of the day off because that is a good looking plane. Alright, so this one's going out. We also have the DHL coming in, so I'm going to try to pan over and get that DHL. There's a Hawaiian 717 leaving right there, but we're going to pretend he is not there. We're going to overtake the triple. There's the triple. This is a Singapore Airlines co-branded with DHL. This one is coming in from LA with the extra X. We should also have one coming in from Cincinnati, not too far behind. Well, Lee, my favorite color is red, so maybe that's why I like it. I don't think there's enough red planes out there. There needs to be more red planes. The blue has definitely too many blue planes. We need more red planes. Ah, we have a Air New Zealand pushing back. That's good. ATI is on the move too. This is gonna be really interesting. And we have the Atlas Air heading out to Sydney lit up. So we're gonna get some. This last 10 minutes of the show is gonna be awfully fun. So Korean Air is next. This is a Dreamliner X. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you. It's the baby blue one. It is right now over Eva, so we'll be able to get it here in just a second. Oh, I love the A340s too. I got to fly in an A340 a couple of weeks ago. I was super happy. We flew on an A340-300 from LA with the extra X to Frankfurt. I think I'd have to wait a long time for that one, Brandon. Alright, so that red one has turned at the end there, so we'll get its departure next. There's a lot of people out here that are not your typical plane spotters that are coming out, and that's usually a sign that something is going to happen. Not always, but sometimes. I have the super zoom on for some reason. We've had the 124, the Antonov 124 here several times. One time I was able to get pretty close to it when it was up on the hard ramps. I don't know where my picture is of that. I have a picture of it, but I don't know where I put it. Yeah, I wish I could find that picture. I never saw the 225 though. It was here in Honolulu, but it was a long time ago. I've seen video of it here. We caught the one of the 124s in a stream about, what was that, about 8 months ago, 10 months ago? Alright, so the next one coming in on the other side is the second of the two DHLs. I was just noticing that the C-37 that left here a little bit ago is probably buzzing Gabriel's house about 7 times an hour now, because it's doing loops over at K-Bay. Can you hear that? Are you still in the chat, Gabriel? Alright, so that air transport has made it to the end of the runway. We'll take it. It is next for departure. This is coming off of Hickam, so they're doing some military transports. I wish the Atlas would get moving. It's still sitting up there by the hard ramp. It's got to get moving. So I do have a hard out of like 9:55. Oh, 407 likes. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, Gabriel confirmed it is buzzing his house. Thanks, everybody. Alright, so the Atlas is it moving? Oh yeah, it's moving a little bit, so come on Atlas, get over here. And the Air New Zealand is moving. And we missed the other, I was showing you the ATI and I missed the second DHL, but it's okay. We saw it a minute ago. It looks just like the one we saw. If you want to rewind, if you liked it, you can rewind the stream a few minutes. We're getting close, guys. Getting close. Almost time to go to work. We gotta, let's see. We realistically have 3 minutes to go, but if I don't dilly-dally packing up, we have 8 minutes to go. Hopefully that is just long enough to see Air New Zealand and Atlas Air get out of here. Oh, we also have another, oh my God, we also have another UPS lit up. Ooh. Come on, everybody, get moving. I'm just super excited for Saturday now. Holy cow. I can't wait for Saturday. Here's the, what normally would be the third ANA. It's the second ANA today, because the other one's super late. That's a Dreamliner 9. Where's the, see if the other one's popped up. Oh! The other one's early. It was 10:20. Now it's 10:03. I still don't think it's going to be able to get here in time, but you never know. I'm waiting for the Air New Zealand. So next one out of here is Hawaiian 1043. This is a 717. It's heading off to Lehue. It's right here. O'Malley, I hate it when my words come back to bite me. That might be one of those 60% things. Alright, we got 6 minutes and I can still make it to work on time. But I can buy us like 3 more minutes too if I start packing up like the sunshade early, because I do have a tent over my head, so I can pack that up early. How you been? Yeah, I was in Germany for a couple weeks. So.
There too?
Oh yeah, it was fun. We did a show at Frankfurt and Berlin and Munich, and then we dipped down into Austria and did a show in Innsbruck, which was interesting.
Well, you mean that you live in aviation, but what do you think now that the rail goes all the way there now?
I like it. I think I mean, it's more useful than it was.
Yeah, now one of my favorite stops, which is a Park and Ride, is more busier than ever.
Yeah.
Busy, it's crowded.
A lot more buses too around.
And a lot of route changes.
Yeah. They introduced a new bus the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah, the so-called Airline.
Yeah.
Uline and the Doughnut. Did the other Airbus come in yet, or only one came in today?
One came in on time. The other one is probably 15, 20 minutes out.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be the first one, but it's late.
Wow.
So it'll be here in just a few minutes. Huh?
Air New Zealand?
Yeah, I'm glad it's back. For a long time, it was only like Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, and now it's actually coming more days, so I'm happy about that.
When I saw it was called Air Transfer. Was that another cargo plane?
Yeah, they do work for the military. They do cargo work for the military.
I think I did. It's the old sound of the C-5s back then. Now they have a different sound.
Yeah, they have different engines, so they sound a little muted.
Yes.
But I'm still glad we could see them, though. So.
I wish I could see the AN 225, because it did come here once.
Yeah, it came here once, like 10, 12 years ago or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only other Russian planes I've seen are the 124s.
Yeah, we've had the 124s and the AN-12s here.
Oh yeah.
The AN-12s are a lot smaller. All right, so after the New Zealand goes, I'm gonna start breaking down the sunshade overhead, and that'll buy me a couple more minutes to wait for the Atlas. I don't think we're gonna be able to wait for the UPS, because it has just backed out. So still got a lot of testing checks to do before it starts to move. So the Atlas is about to turn on Juliet, so we're going to flip the camera over here to wait for it to come through the trees. When I'm gonna flip over to this camera view. There. Play that. So don't go anywhere. We're still waiting for the Atlas. I don't think we'll see the UPS, but I want to see the Atlas go. I'm going to start breaking stuff down. So if you're watching on the 360 camera, you might see me breaking the sunshade down. But I'll be back for the Atlas, and that'll be our last plane of the day. I'd like to thank the world's most dangerous mod crew: Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Josh, O'Malley, Jane, and Brandon. Special shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops, who makes all of this possible. Thank you very much. We have a giant water tank in front of the here, look at this. How about this for luck? Speaking of giant, alright, thanks again everyone. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to cut this real short after this Atlas leaves. So I just wanted to say again, thank you for being here. Thanks for being members of the Reverse Ops Ohana. Every one of you, lurkers, members, chatters, subscribers, all of you, thank you very much. But especially thanks to my members, because without the members, I really couldn't be doing this. So thank you very much. We'll see you all again on Saturday. We're going to have the triumphant return of the Korean Queen. So join us on Saturday. We got one more plane to go, and hopefully this truck gets out of the way in time. It looks like it's moving. Come on, truck, you can get in there. Oh, we also have F-22s in the overhead. Alright, I really got to go. I'm gonna redirect everyone over to the 360 camera. So if you're just want to hang out, it'll automatically redirect you over there. You might get a good shot of the UPS Queen taxiing by. It's pretty close. So in fact, it's right behind me over there somewhere. Unfortunately, I can't stay for it, but you'll be able to see it taxi on the 360 camera here in just a second. Thanks, everyone. Aloha. We'll see you Saturday.